Hello, wonderful people. Today, let us share about retentive memory. As a student, you should be able to keep things because in exams, whether you pass or fail will depend on how far you can remember. So the question is, why is it that sometimes people learn and forget? So what is the solution for that? So the solution is what is on the board. You see, with a human memory, there is something we call short-term memory and long-term memory. If you want something, if you want to remember something, first, you should be able to move from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. So for instance, what is the short-term memory? The short-term memory is what is happening now, what is happening around you. For instance, if you are in the classroom and the teacher is teaching, that is what you see in the short term. So if something enters the short term and you don't repeat it, you don't put it into practice, it will go away. For instance, a teacher gives you notes or a teacher teaches you something in the classroom and you don't practice, you don't go over it, you don't revise, you don't expect that to push into the long-term memory. So it will go away from your mind, you will forget about it. So realize that in exams time, there is nothing to remember, to be remembered for, and then you fail the exam. So now, the point is that whenever you are taught about anything, you need to put that into practice. You need to put that into action so that it can push into the long-term memory. So when something is stored into the long-term memory, that is where you can always remember. So students, just be aware of some of these things. Other than that, always you will fail the exams. So this is the technique or a way of making your memory work retentive. So you need a retentive memory. So for instance, every time when we go to the parade or assembly, we recite the Lord's Prayer. And because we recite the Lord's Prayer and we also recite the national anthem, in exams, when we are asked to write the national anthem or when we are asked to recite the Lord's Prayer, there is no way you can forget about it. Why? Because we do that every morning, it has moved from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. But if in science you are giving some laws, or in mathematics you are giving some principles, some methods, and you don't put that into practice, you forget about it. So then this is a small piece that I want you to keep in mind. For you to remember what you learn, you should know that there is a short-term memory and there is a short-term memory. When you are in the classroom, what you learn goes to the short-term memory. So here, we easily forget things. So for you to keep what you learn, it is supposed to be moved from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. And how can something move from the short-term memory to the long-term memory? Is by practicing it, is by using it, is by working on it, putting that into practice, time and again, and realize that it will push to the long-term memory. And when the learning material push to the long-term memory, you realize that always you can remember, you can recollect, and you can pass your exam. So thank you watching this piece.